I think it's a beautiful thing, and I encourage anybody who's writing music, anybody who's producing or even DJing, to just put yourself out there. And when you're creating your work, I know it's scary. It's easy to make a song. It's hard to express yourself with a song. Or not hard, scary. But let me tell you, it's definitely worth it. Definitely.
Yeah, for sure. I can imagine. And honestly is my next question. What is your biggest challenges and obstacles that you face as an artist?
Myself. 100% myself. My insecurity. I mean, I think the artist is the most insecure creature on this planet. But it takes a lot of courage to beat that and to defeat the demons in your head or the voice that's holding you back. And instead, go out there and you might find that you might be a voice for many others out there too. You yourself, and you your music, and you your art.
How can I ask you another question after that? That was so deep. No, honestly, that's amazing, and it is what most talent actually face. So that's a really good one. So then how do you overcome it? Like, of course, you go through so many things in your head, but how do you, like, stop the noise?
I'll be honest, it doesn't stop. It's kind of like a roller coaster. You're really afraid until you step into the roller coaster. And then you just go on this ride, and it's going to have ups and it's going to have downs, but my God, the whole time you're going to feel like you're flying. So who doesn't want to fly?
Very true. Very true. So what's your favorite song? Like, what's a song that really means so much to you and you go really deep with?
Do you guys know Nobody Home? That one. That one was actually, and it was this most scary song for me to put out. And like, it even has a confession to my mom in that song, which if you know, you know. And here's the thing, it was actually, it means a lot to me because it was so personal. And if I can put a song like that out, then I can really put anything out. And if you're listening, you can put anything out. Don't let yourself hold you back at all. I mean, I've been saying this a lot throughout the XP, and I'm going to keep saying it because it's what I kept telling myself, honestly. It's, you're going to die one day. Art never dies. So go out there, yeah.
So go out there, exactly.
Go out there, yeah, do it. Make that song, paint that painting. I used to make paintings and burn them, actually, during The Deep, the chapter that's out right now. I used to paint a lot during this time, and just to get my feelings out of my chest, and then, because I wouldn't want anybody to know how I felt, and I just felt the expressing feels good. It's kind of like a release. And so I would burn it after, but I highly encourage you not to burn your paintings, and not to keep your songs in that hard drive forever. I encourage you to share this stuff with the world. You never know who's listening, and you never know who needs it.
For sure, for sure. You can continue clapping. It was beautiful. I actually wanted to ask, what advice would you give to the youth, or to baby Mishaal? What advice would you have given yourself?
It's going to be okay. I'm glad you kept playing guitar. And just listen, man. It's a tough one, because when I think of myself as a kid, I mean, if you think I was shy now, I mean, my God. Like, I actually, when I was the earliest stuff, like the samples, it's also, like, a lot of it is sung in falsetto, which is like, that kind of voice. And that's because I didn't want anybody to hear me. I would sing really quietly in my room. I didn't want my brothers to hear me. I grew up in a household with only brothers, so you can imagine what that's like when you're more on the creative side and you're not into sports very much. So if you can relate at all to this, and I don't know if there's cameras, if you're watching this later and you feel the same, and maybe you feel a little bit like you're an outcast or an outsider, you're not. The world is way bigger than your environment. And you just might have something that can reach that world in a way you never thought. So it's going to be okay. Just be yourself. You are enough, and no one is you. No one can be you better than you. Own it. It's you.
Okay, you're making me... I want to be a musician now.